This is Forza Mythbusters, boys. Over on the AR12 Discord server, earlier today, we compiled a couple of Forza myths. And today, I wanted to see if they're true, lies, or somewhere in the middle. Apparently, there's a myth that if you have a drift differential on your car, your launch will be faster than one with a regular differential or a race differential. Should we use an all-wheel drive car for this or rear-wheel drive? All-wheel drive? Okay. I guess I'll use this thing. Someone says, Nick, can you bust my myth?
What did he say?
All-wheel drive. Beautiful. Let's do a run with the stock differential. Then we'll do one run with the race. And then we'll do a run with the drift differential. See which one's faster. Throughout my videos, I've actually always been made fun of from people because when I build a drift car, for example, I don't care about putting the drift differential on. I always just run whatever differential's on and then I tune it to my specifications. But maybe that's actually not the case. And maybe there's some like hidden specs going on behind the scenes for each and every differential. So the stock differential, which is a dirt differential, goes 9.460. Okay, so now we're going to put the race differential in. The specs do not change. Both differentials weigh exactly the same. Nothing changes in the actual specs of the car. But maybe it has to do with like how it actually puts the power to the ground. Will the race differential beat the dirt differential? Exactly the same tuning, exactly the same setup. Away we... This one feels like it has potentially more grip, but I don't know. It might just be placebo brain messing with me. Let's see. Wait, the race differential is slower? And it's not even by a small amount. A full 0.1 seconds slower? You realize if we figure out that this is true, I'm putting this on every single vehicle from this point on. If we go 9.3 or even a 9.2, that's wild. Oh my God, I don't believe it. I actually don't believe it, but if it's true, I'm doing it on every single car from this point on. Honestly, it felt kind of the same, but... Wait, is that faster? There's no way. Go again. Go again. It wasn't that much faster, but it was faster. Consistency. We need a second run just to, you know, validate the attempt. Go, 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 go. All the way to the line and across. Bro, this one's consistently fast. We actually confirmed that myth. Now you know every single car you build for racing needs a drift differential. What car do you think has the biggest engine in Forza Horizon 5? There is a myth that the Nissan Fairlady Forza Edition has the biggest engine in the game. All right, this is a funny one. I know what you're thinking. It only has a 3.8 liter engine. Correct. For now. As it turns out, if you go to upgrade the engine on this, I think you have to go to your displacement. That's a 20 liter engine. That's a 41 liter engine. Myth confirmed. It's not really a thing. The developers put a comma in the wrong place, but it's still very funny, okay? Let's go back and check out some engine stuff. There is a myth in Forza Horizon 5 that the 2 liter flat 4 engine is a bit strange for 2 different reasons. I guess it's technically the same reason. You'll see what I mean. 2 liter flat 4 turbo rally engine. We've got 330 horsepower, 480 foot-pounds of torque. You know how usually when you're upgrading your cars in Forza, you just go and put race parts for every single upgrade, which usually true. However, there is a myth that you're not supposed to upgrade your camshafts for this car. Because although, yes, you have 581 horsepower, 846 foot-pounds of torque, if you upgrade the camshaft, your torque drops to below 600. You make the car slower. Although, yeah, you get more horsepower, you definitely want the low-end torque to actually be faster. I'm going to be spending a lot of time at the drag strip today, I just realized. But anyway, chat says this engine is so busted that it makes cars that have it pretty strong for online. The reason is because of exactly what I'm about to show you. The part 2 of the myth is that because you have such a massive torque spike early on in the rev range, you're incentivized to shift early for this car to get maximum performance from the engine instead of redlining it all the way. For this run, I'm going to redline it, or I'm going to shift at the red line every single time. So shift at 8,000, shift at 8,000, shift at 8,000. Beautiful, lovely. And across the line. Feels like that would be a good run. 9.960 seconds on the quarter mile. Except that is not the fastest way to drive this car, or at least that's what the myth says. We're supposed to be shifting at around 5 to 5,500 RPM. So shift, 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 shift. We're up to 5th gear already. shift. We're trying to maximize the time and the torque range. And I think we did it really nicely there. We're a full 0.1 seconds faster. That works. Myth confirmed. Not only should you not be giving it the camshaft upgrade, but you should also be shifting way sooner than the red line if you want to actually get maximum performance. There is a myth for Forza Horizon 5 that there is one car in this game that has interior customization. This is the Audi RS4, and according to the Discord server, it has interior customization. If I go and paint the car, take a look at the steering wheel. Does it change for these too? It does. Look, you could actually paint the interior any color you want. I want to see the pink interior. Bro, it works. According to chat, this actually isn't the only car that this works on. Where's the Porsche GT3, the new one? We are checking. I don't see any color changing. Wait, what? You actually change all of the stitching color on the car, and look at the armrest in the middle. What a really cool. Wait, the seatbelt too? Oh my god, yeah, chat, you're right. The seatbelt changes color. It doesn't work if you use like a custom paint color. You have to use one of the Forza ones, but that's so cool. Again, according to chat, there is one more car that it works on, the Hoonigan Escort V2. Oh yeah, bro. Yo, that's probably the biggest one of all. Look at the floor of the car. So right now the floor is all white, and you can paint it any color that you want to match the body of the car. So I guess in theory, again, yeah, you could run carbon fiber. And then wait, according to chat, wait, does it work with the advanced paint group? So paint group number 1, main body of the car. All right, we'll just make that orange for now. And then paint group number 2. Wait, paint group number 2 is literally just the interior. No way. So it's not even like it's overlap. The developers did it on purpose. Myth absolutely confirmed. No way. It even does the engine bay with like the cross bracing in there and the underside of the hood. That's so cool. I never knew that. The way we're gonna do our next myth test is a little strange, but I think it should work. Apparently, you get more grip from your car by simply adding on visual customization parts. Although, yes, they change the weight of the car. They make the car 2 pounds heavier. Apparently, they have secret downforce properties built into them that the game doesn't tell you about. Do the visual upgrades change anything, or are they just for fancy look? I'm still accelerating. 141. Are we gonna get 146? There's 146. Are we gonna get 147? 147. Bone stock, we've hit 147 miles an hour. Okay. Yeah, it's not accelerating anymore. We're stuck 147 miles an hour. Let's go back to the garage and put some parts on. Am I the only one who never noticed, like, the visual body parts in this game actually have, like, ratings next to them? So, like, this is stock, Toyota stock front bumper, Toyota street front bumper, street, race front bumper. And I think the way the myth works is depending on, like, look, that one's a sport one. Street rear wing, sport rear wing, race rear wing. I never noticed that they had different, like, values associated with them. So if I go with a full street kit, so like this front bumper, for example, street rear wing, like this rear wing, or like this rear wing, for example, or that rear wing. What in the 2000s is that rear wing? Okay. Then I need a street rear bumper. Okay. So in theory, now that we've put all of those visual parts onto the car, we should have slightly different top speed. If everything's correct, we should have more top speed. There's 46. If we do 147 by these jumps, then we're actually... Okay, so we are definitely going faster. We're accelerating way faster than we were before. Okay, maybe not way faster. Maybe that's not the right word to describe what we're doing. 148! It's faster! There are rear wings in this game, and there are front bumpers in this game that if you apply them and you think you would get more downforce from them, that is actually not the case. And you can lose downforce and you can lose drag from them. 149! That's crazy. I honestly, I had no idea that was a thing. We have one more myth to go and do. There is a myth in Forza Horizon 5 that this car, the Pro Stock Camaro drag racing car, is faster at drag racing off-road with drag tires instead of dedicated off-road tire. We're gonna use this tune. This tune is completely bone stock. That will be our drag racing tune. And now tune number 2 is the off-road race tires, which you would think have more grip off-road than full slicks. Apparently that's not the case though, according to Forza. Let's start with this too. Run number 1 is going to be off-road tires. We're in automatic gears, traction control off, aim at the line as much as we can, try to put the power down. The game gets into third, gets into fourth gear. We're finally putting the power down, shift to fifth right as we cross the line. An 11.779. I'm going to do one more attempt like that, just with traction control on, just so we can have a bit of a control in there, okay? 11.779 to beat. No need to shift. Just accelerate, 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 accelerate. Honestly, this feels a little bit quicker. It feels like it puts the power down nicer with traction control. I think it did. I think it did. I think it's faster. 11.66 instead of 11.77. Okay, now we can swap in to the full drag racing slick tires and see if we get different results. And away we go. Come on. How? How? Bro, it's not even close. It's not even close. We had to beat an 11-second time. And it just did an 8.5. It's not even worth it to turn traction control on. What a stupid run. Myth absolutely confirmed. Can somebody explain to me how these tires supposedly put down grip while off-roading? That makes 0 sense. Our first episode of Forza Mythbusters, I think, is a success. If you have other myths or things that you would like me to test, let me know in the comments, and I might do a part 2.